Hi guys, welcome to Euroleague Fantasy Talks. In this episode, we will check how my team did in the round 4 of Euroleague Fantasy, and we will do our trades for round 5. Round 4 of Euroleague has hit us pretty hard, as it was the second round of a double Euroleague game week, and due to that, 5 players in our team did unperform. Ante Žižić, due to double week, he only played 13 minutes and scored only 3 points and had 3 rebounds and 2 assists, which in total generated us 7.7 fantasy points. And that's below his numbers, therefore his price dropped a bit. And even if it was a double week in EuroLeague for FS, we still had 2 days of rest in between the games between Asvel and Valencia. It's not a good sign that Ante Žižić played only 13 minutes. It might show that coach doesn't trust him as much anymore. Also, next game for FS will be against Olympiacos, and that's not an easy matchup for any center in the league. Therefore, we will trade Žižić. As this season in EuroLeague Fantasy, we will get few rounds where we will have unlimited trades. And the trade window between round 4 and round 5 is the time with unlimited trades. I'm happy that I had Chimamoneka when he exploded for 37 fantasy points against Žalgiris. It seems that EuroLeague double week and Virtus was too hard for Giedraitis, as he played only 22 minutes, and in those 20 minutes he had limited amount of shots, with 6 shots missed. Therefore, he didn't bring any fantasy points and reduced his price. We can only hope that with the new coach, he will maintain his role and we will keep him for the next game week. Campazzo did consistently good even against Milan's defense. He scored 23 fantasy points in 20 minutes. Definitely one of the must-have fantasy players. Leandro Bolmaro, together with all Bayern Munich team, got to know what means to play against Barcelona this season. He got -2 fantasy points as he played only 17 minutes, and it seems that his role is decreasing, hence we must sell him. Johannes Thiemann from Alba Berlin is one of the most consistent players in the league, at least until the other center position players are injured. It's just that he had a double week of Euroleague and it was too much for him. He scored 9 fantasy points in 26 minutes. And even if Milan will not be an easy matchup for him, but they will play at home, and for this price we definitely will keep Thiemann, as he should get back to his usual numbers and continue growing his price. Alexa Avramovic continues his streak of bad games, fantasy-wise at least. In 20 minutes against Olympiacos, he managed to get us only 3 fantasy points, but as we saw, he had a monster game in Adriatic League. Therefore, I will still keep believing in him and keep him until he grows his price much more. And now his next game is against Crvena Zvezda in the Belgrade derby. It will have amazing atmosphere, and there is a high chance that Avramovic can get on fire and bring us a lot of fantasy points. Wimberg didn't get any minutes against Barcelona and therefore didn't bring us any points and didn't have any price change. Jakov as well didn't have any fantasy points, even if he played 6 minutes. And our last player is Arnas Butkevičius from Žalgiris, and he scored -0.09, and that is because it was unfortunate that he did play 16 minutes, but he was still recovering from an illness, and that was way lower than average time he gets to play, and he was obviously not in shape yet to perform. Dimitris Etudis was a good coach choice for us, as he got us 20 fantasy points. And now let's go to our lineup for round 5. First of all, we traded head coach, and again this is the round where we get unlimited trades, therefore we did 5 trades including the coach. And for the coach, we changed Etudis back to Luka Banke, as Luka Banke will play against Asvel, and Asvel just fired their coach, and therefore we need to use the opportunity to beat Asvel before we get a new good coach. Currently, we will have just a temporary coach, which was an assistant coach for previous head coach. And these are my trades for round 5. What we did is we sold Žižić, Etudis we replaced with Luka Banke, we sold Bolmaro, Wimberg and Jakov. And instead of them we got Rodrigo Boboa, Lunzis, Jordan Mickey and Mitoglu. Boboa is priced at only 9 credits and he's playing against Olympiacos, but as long as Elijah Bryant is injured, we should have Rodrigo Boboa, as he is getting a lot of minutes. Even in EuroLeague double week, he had 29 and 24 minutes. And in his last 3 games, he's scoring around average of 17 fantasy points. Therefore, his price should continue increasing. Lunzis is just a filler with potential chance of getting us some points. I really like Jordan Mickey, as in Virtus Bologna, they do not have other strong center position players. It gives Mickey even more minutes, and he played 19 and 28 minutes, averaging around 25 minutes per game. And with scoring and rebounding against Asvel, he should bring us a lot of points. Dinos Mitoglu from Panathinaikos just returned after injury and almost after 2 years of EuroLeague disqualification due to doping, but he is such a talented and experienced player that coach Ataman already trusted him with 27 minutes in his first game. He scored only 11 fantasy points, but it was his first game after injury, so imagine what he will do after he recovers even more after the injury. And as we know, Baskonia is not the best team defense. Yes, we're strong in offense, but on the defense, we definitely should pick players that will play against them, and we hope that Mitoglu will score us a lot of points. We will go with Campazzo as our captain, and if he doesn't perform on day 1, then we can always choose Moneka as our captain for day 2. That's all, guys. Please consider subscribing for more content on EuroLeague Fantasy, and see you on the next one.